Hey guys, Eric and I asked some of our leaders on the team to put together a great new distributor training for you guys. Just some tips and tricks and wisdom that they did, to get their business really started. So we've got people who are silver, gold, 3-star gold, 9-star emerald, all on this, rubies as well. So really, sit back. It's about 20 minutes, but you guys, this is going to be so worth it to get some wisdom and tips and tricks what they did to get their business started. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks so much.
Hey guys, it's Brittany Ferrens. Congratulations on getting started on your AdvoCare business. It's such an incredible opportunity that you have your hands on. And so I just wanted to offer a few tips of how I got my business started and what you can be doing to make sure that you start it right out of the gate, okay? So the first thing, no matter what, if you have any interest in the business, is getting to that advisor level, getting the 40% off your product so you can continue your own journey, but also having that 40% profit margin and opening up all 5 ways that AdvoCare pays. So that is absolutely key. For me, whenever I put in my advisor order, I hit submit on that button or on the page and submitted my order, and it was massive action after that, okay? You need to approach this business just like you would taking off a plane, which means full throttle, momentum, and just getting that plane off the ground. If we all know, if you are trying to take a plane off, if you pull off the throttle at all, it's not going to take off. So this means talking to lots of people, being really transparent, telling your story. Share what AdvoCare has done for you. People remember stories, so be sharing your story with everyone. I always tell people, do not share AdvoCare without sharing what it has done for you or someone you know well, okay? So if you don't have a story yet, if you just see the amazing business opportunity that AdvoCare has, then find out someone else's story and be sharing their story. Get with your coach, get with your leader, find out what their story is, because they probably have a pretty powerful one, okay? The other thing is just identifying your purpose. And for me, what my purpose was just those burdens that were weighing down on me every day, the things that were keeping me up at night, and it just weighed heavy on me. And so I basically, that anvil that was sitting on top of my head of all of these burdens, I slapped a purpose sticker right on top of that, and that was what was driving my business. Kind of releasing that financial grip that was on my family and just really wanting to help a lot of people. My final tip would just be to make sure that you have the right mindset going into this business. It's really easy to hold yourself back because you're afraid of selling something to someone. But if you think of it in the way that it's not selling anything, it's just sharing opportunities for solutions for people. And if they take it, great. And if it's not their right time, then that's fine too. It really helps you to be able to share very enthusiastically, and enthusiasm is absolutely key because people will match your enthusiasm. If they see how excited you are about it, then they will want to know why, and they'll want to know more. But if you approach it like you're burdening them with sharing AdvoCare with them, they're going to feel that, and it's going to kind of make them a little bit resistant and hesitant to learn more about it, okay? So I hope that helps you guys. Enjoy this business. This is an amazing company, and I know you're going to do awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, Megan Metzler here. I'm just at drop off at school, and I wanted to talk to you guys about how I got started with AdvoCare. I started with a 24-day challenge and really just wanted to get results. But at the end, I was feeling so good. Abby McMaster had reached out to me and told me about getting a 40% discount for life. So how I got started was I just started reaching out to friends and family. I told them that I have a little journey to go on. I'm now down over 65 pounds, but at the time I was down 15, feeling good, and I really wanted to keep going, and I had energy and was just feeling better, and who wants to learn more? And people trusted me because I'm a trustworthy person, so they just reached out and I plugged them in, either on a phone call with Abby or I just shared my results and sent on the 24daychallengemovie.com, 24daychallengemovie.com video. It's 5 minutes. I'd say check this out. And if you want to know more, I can customize for you and we can hop on a quick call. And so I just did that a bunch, loved coaching people. I got to advisor, locked in 40% for life, and now I make an income stream so we can go on fun trips to Disneyland and have a little bit more freedom in our lives, and it's just a joy helping other people do the same. So I encourage you to just get started. Who do you know that could use weight loss, energy, who's into fitness, who would just hear you out because they're a good friend, and just give them a preview of it and let someone that's helping you do the rest of the work. So sorry for the sun glare, but thank you guys so much. Have a good day.
Morning guys, Lou Martinez here, and I wanted to share a quick video with you real quick on how I got started in AdvoCare, and maybe share some nuggets with you on what worked for me. You know, in the beginning I had a strong purpose. I wanted to lose weight, and I wanted to take my daughter to school every day. And with what I was doing before wasn't working, and so when AdvoCare came into my life, it finally gave me a shot, and it gave me a glimpse on this could work for me. And I knew I had to put some effort into it, but with what I was doing and the results I was getting from the challenge, and then from the people that I was reaching out to, I knew that things were going to happen for me. So I got to work right away. You know, I started contacting all my friends, I started contacting family, and I started getting them on the phone with my upline. And we started doing three-way calls, and I hosted a mixer within my first 2 weeks of becoming a distributor, because I wanted to get to advisor, because I wanted to embrace in all 5 ways that AdvoCare pays, and plus I love the product and I wanted the discount. You know, so that was important to me. So I dug deep into my purpose, and I just started sharing. I started sharing passionately from the heart, and I started going to trainings. I was attending mixers, and I was hosting mixers, and also I was everything that I could do with getting online and looking at the training online, and also just calling my upline and discussing them on how I talk to people, on how I present this to people, because I don't want to sell anything. What I want to do is I want to share this, and this has given me the ability to open up my heart and share with people. You know, so I had to learn how to do that, along with and couple that with my passion, and you know, things started working out for me. You know, I got to advisor within 3 weeks. I had sold my way to advisor because I couldn't buy in, but I had sold my way to advisor, and not long after that I had started to build a downline, because I knew this is what I wanted to do. But I was also utilizing the success system. I was bringing in my upline on three-way calls. They were coming down to my house and hosting mixers. But one key important thing that I think I really would like to share with you is that, you know, I'd found deep inside that people that were telling me no weren't paying my bills. People that were telling me not right now, and people that were saying it's not for me, it was fine, because they weren't paying my bills and they weren't doing the things for me. And so with what I wanted to do and the way I was feeling, that was my driving purpose. It didn't matter what people told me, you know. And today I have to say that I'm so blessed that I fought through all the no's and fought through everything, and I still hear them today. But I'm blessed that I got to that I fought through that, and that I still takes time, and I remain teachable today. I remain very teachable today. So I hope that helps, and I hope you drive, and I hope you find your passion, your purpose, and have a great day.
Good morning, guys. This is Peggy, and I wanted to take this opportunity this morning to share with all of you how I got started with AdvoCare. It was about 3 years ago when I was introduced to Abby, and we sat down and talked about the business, and I was actually looking for something but wasn't quite sure this was it, but got started on some products and really liked the way that I felt on those products. And I thought, you know, I'm seeing Abby getting all of these results with her people and helping them with their energy, weight loss, inches, body composition, and I wanted those results. I wanted better results than what I was currently getting. And so I decided to finish out my advisor order with challenges, and invited a group of friends to do the challenge with us starting the beginning of that year. And so I was amazed. I was able to sell that advisor order in 4 days. I had a group of great friends joining us as well. Those people who wanted discounts went on my website and ordered their challenges, while I was able to sell my inventory at retail. So, you know, it was amazing to see, how easy it was to sell that advisor order and how quickly people were ready to jump on. And I think the great thing was doing that as a group. And it was wonderful to follow up then with my friends and hear their success and see how they were doing and how they were loving product. And so it was easy to ask for referrals. So I just started asking for referrals. Who do you know who's looking for the same results that we're getting on this 24-day challenge? And it just kind of snowballs from there by asking for those referrals. And so what I saw for myself at the time, I was working about 90 hours a week, and I had a morning job that I worked for insurance that I had to get up about 3:30 every morning and be to work a little bit after 4. And it was only 5 hours a morning, but it was Monday through Friday every day. It had been 4.5 years I had been doing this. And what I saw with Advocare is I made more money in that 1 month than I made in probably 2 or 3 months at that morning job. And so what I did was decide to get intentional, help more people get results that they were looking for, whether it was energy, inches lost, body composition. And I knew then that I could also help people with their finances. I saw how this could be a lifestyle, not only using the products, but being able to share and bring in some extra income. So I was able to leave that morning job and really relieve the stress of that insurance burden on our family by being able to pay for that, working probably 5 to 7 hours a week versus the 20 I was working at that morning job. So the stress that took off was amazing. And, I've learned more in the last 3 years. It's been a great journey of people working together, and it's about more than me, and it's about the whole group. And so I wish you all well and hope those are great tips. Happy 2016 and happy success to all of you.
Hey everybody, my name is Robin Landis, and my journey with Advocare started a little over a year ago. I bought a challenge last January knowing that I wasn't going to do it for about a month, and my friend and sponsor Kelly Hoffman told me that I should just, put some posts up that I was about to do this challenge, and I was so excited about it. So I followed her advice and did that, and hi! Lo and behold, our leaders know what they're talking about. So I actually got a lot of interest just from letting people know that I was excited about Advocare and this challenge I was going to do. And so that actually helped me get to advisor before I even started my challenge. And then subsequently, I got my rookie bonus shortly thereafter because people were still asking me what was going on and what I was doing. And that was awesome. So for the next few months, I was making a few $100s a month and feeling pretty great about that. It was covering the cost of my products, but then I decided that I really wanted to see what I could do with Advocare if I was a little bit more intentional. So instead of using social media as my highlight reel, I decided to be a little bit more transparent and just really put myself out there and invite people along on my journey. And start intentionally reaching out to people. And as soon as I made that change, my income jumped up to almost $1,000 a month starting in May. And that was really something. At that point, my husband and I really started to look at Advocare as not just this new thing that I was trying to do and, I would do it for a while and that would be it. But, maybe Advocare could really be something that could change the circumstances for our family, and it totally has. Now I get to be home with that sweet little guy who just made a cameo, and Advocare is really incredible. So I hope that was helpful, hearing what I did to get started initially, and I hope that you have a great day.
Hey
Thanks.
team, Lindsay here. So for me, and like most of you, I got started with Advocare because I was needing to make a change in my life. I was needing to lose some of the baby weight, and so I got started on my challenge, and I soon discovered that I really needed the Advocare products in my life. They were making me feel great, had amazing energy, and I just wanted to share that with friends and family. So I started sharing the Spark and some of my other favorite products, and I quickly went from being just a distributor at 20% to an advisor at 40%. And honestly, there's no secret to it. I was just sharing what I was loving. Just like if I was to go to a restaurant and I loved it, I would share with my friends and family. Except with Advocare, I was getting paid. And that's when I saw that Advocare could be much more. It could be a way to earn some extra income for my family. So I went from just wanting to kind of supplement me going back to working part-time to I really wanted it to replace my full income so that I could be home full-time with my babies.
And so really my biggest tip for you guys is to share every single day. Even if it's just you messaging someone, asking them if they'd like to try Spark. Do something every single day. People will see it. I've had friends from like almost 2 years ago when I first started coming to me finally and saying, hey, I've been seeing your transformation and what you're doing with Advocare, and I'd love to get started. So really just being consistent is the key. That's my biggest tip I can tell you. All right, guys, have a great rest of the day.
Hi, everyone. My name's Christy Schaefer, and I have been involved with Advocare for 3.5 years now. And when we got started, we weren't really looking for the business, but anyone that knows me will tell you that I like to get a discount. So I was really focused on getting that 40%, getting to that advisor level. Once we realized how much we love the products, we wanted to get there and lock that in. So we did that just by being open about our results. We were talking to people about the weight we had lost. When people were commenting on our weight loss or our happiness at work, our energy, we would share with them and as quickly as possible plug them in with Abby. She was our sponsor and she knew more than we did, and that really took the pressure off of us feeling like we were selling to our friends. So we got together a group challenge, and that pushed us over to the 40%. And really that was our first goal. And then our purpose from there, and the reason we kept sharing, was just to get our own products for free. I mean, we loved how we were feeling, we were seeing results, so we wanted to keep getting those products each month. So we just had a goal of sharing what we were loving and getting our products paid for. So just a little tip that we had was we decided to set apart a separate account, and any money we got paid from Advocare went into that account, and that is where we paid for our products from. And that way we knew we were making more than we were spending, and we could see that grow over time as we shared more and more. And then 8 months into it was when our daughter had to have open heart surgery, and that was unexpected. We had 2 months notice of a whole lot of medical bills, and that was when we decided to make this more intentional. I started to share with people each day. I tried to do something every single day. I would use my time as I drove home from work, that half hour, to call, reach out to new people, reach out to challengers, reach out to distributors on our team, and just help somebody every single day. And even with that limited amount of time, our business grew, and that was really what did it, was just using little bits of time intentionally and being consistent with it. So I never really felt like I was starting over. You know, when you take time off school or you take time off something, it always feels like I gotta start over. So my biggest tip for all of you is just continue to do something every single day, whether it's talk to somebody new, give somebody a spark, or reach out to a distributor, reach out to a challenger, help somebody feel better, and you will continue to grow, and you will feel more confident every single time you talk about it, as long as you do it consistently. And the last bit of advice is just to plug people into the success system. For me, anyone that knows me knows that I am a details girl. I'm very data oriented, and I have to really work on being exciting. And that's funny to say. But what I did was really get people involved, bring them to mixers with you. Even after they're already signed up, they've done the challenge, take them to a mixer so they can really get to see that Advocare culture, see why we're all happy on Thursday nights or whatever night you go to, and just get them a part of it so that they find people that they can connect with that have similar personalities, and they can know they're in a family group, they're in a group that will support them, and it's not just you selling to them directly. All right, good luck. We're here to help.
Hi guys, Kelly Hoffman here. Just wanted to send a quick video and just kind of share, some advice that I have been using for the last 2.5 years in order to get your business going. And see, for me, my journey started 2.5 years ago, and I had no intentions of a business whatsoever. I was just looking for weight loss, as I just had my 3rd child, and I was overweight and unhappy in my own skin. And so, I jumped on the bandwagon and did my first challenge, had great results. And with doing so, people started asking that question of, what are you doing? And so I was just casually sharing. And, and I remember Abby McMaster came over to my house one day, And she said, Kelly, what keeps you up at nighttime? Why wouldn't you want this as a business? And I just remember saying, well, how much time do you have? Because I have so much on my plate right now. But honestly, it was, my husband and I were drowning in debt. We almost lost our house. We were living payday to payday. I was never seeing my kids. I was going off and teaching other kids, but I couldn't be home to teach my own. And that really hit, home for me. And so, she said, well, that's your purpose. That's what you're going to use, and that's what you're going to drive, and you're going to get after it. And so I did. I quickly got to advisor as I saw the benefits and why else, I wanted to get paid 5 ways. So I quickly got to advisor and just really got out of my comfort zone and really started sharing with friends and family, really, sending out sparks all the time and getting spark in people's body because we know how powerful they are. But the biggest advice that I can give you is get to a mixer every week. Every week I either got to Abby McMaster's mixer, and I'll tell you, probably 85% of the time I had a guest with me. And if I didn't, I still would go because those mixers are so powerful. They would charge my battery up. And still to this day, I walk out learning something new every time. So I had the no matter what, I was getting to a mixer. And if I couldn't get to one, I was hosting one. I was just reaching out to friends and family. And, people always say, well, I've reached out to everyone that I know. And honestly, open up your phone contacts. Have you reached out to every single person on your phone contact or your Facebook contacts? And so what I tell my team is really take advantage of social media. It's such a great resource. For me, I post one thing a day, and I tell my team that. Post one thing a day. Let everyone see what you're doing. Let people see that you're passionate about AdvoCare, but you're passionate about helping them. Another advice is plug into the success system, you guys. It is so powerful. It works. I know I keep using the word powerful, but it's so true. It works. It's third-party credibility. So I was using Christy Schaefer and Abby McMaster all the time. And so here we are now, 2.5 years later. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would have retired from my teaching career at the age of 33. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that we would be pretty much out of debt. Still got a little bit more to go, but we're heading in the right direction. Never in my wildest dream would I say, hey, my husband Greg and I have a plan for him to come home. I'll tell you what's so crazy is last night I sent Abby McMaster a text probably about 11:30 at night, and I said, holy cow. So Greg was doing our taxes for 2015, getting them ready, and he told me how much I made in 1 year. And he looked at me and said, Kelly, that would have taken you 6 years of teaching to make that in 1 year. And I'm not just saying this to brag, but I'm saying this because 2.5 years ago, I had no intentions of a business. And it has always been my dream to be a stay-at-home mom. And so I just want you guys to know you have something so incredible at your fingertips. Take it and run with it. You guys, seriously, think about the people in your life that need the income, that need the energy, that need the weight loss, that need the better nutrition, that maybe need the sports, because somebody is going to fit into one of those 5 categories. Okay. And just really use the success system. I can't stress that enough. So I hope this helps you guys. I look forward to seeing your guys' journey.
Hello, Jamie Gerard here. So just to give you a little idea where we got started, when we were first introduced to AdvoCare, we were just literally looking for a lifestyle change, trying to lose some weight post-baby, just get healthy again. But when we were introduced with the opportunity at the same time, although we weren't ready to jump on it, definitely in the back of our minds, we thought, hey, this would be a great opportunity for me as a stay-at-home mom to possibly earn some extra money to kind of help get back and take some stress off my husband. So I immediately, within our first challenge, I just put it out there. I let people know what I was doing. One thing, it held me accountable. 2, it kind of gave me that the idea if people were going to be interested, if people might respond to me and see what it was that I was doing and ask questions about it. And we were very successful with our first challenge, and we actually had so many people ask us what we were doing that we got to advisor. And at that point, we both realized this is going to be a game changer for our family. We've got 2 little girls, and just trying to get diapers and food and all that, it's stressful. And so we realized that, whatever we were bringing in was extra than what we had. And AdvoCare was really just paving the way for that. Our original purpose at the time, my husband, he drives for work, and he needed a new vehicle. And that was definitely our original purpose. And we got that. We got that within our first couple months of doing AdvoCare. He was able to really know that we could afford a new vehicle. And as we progressed, our purpose changes all the time. Sometimes we think we have a purpose, and the next day we wake up and realize our purpose is different, and that's the purpose we fight for. And it's whatever is going to get us out of bed and get us working and really get us talking and sharing. And, without AdvoCare, I would have had to have gone back to work, at least part-time, most likely full-time, or my husband would have had to have gotten a second job. So it's definitely been a huge help to us, and we aren't stopping. We're not stopping. So that's us. Thanks.
Hi guys, I'm just here to give you some tips on what to do when you're feeling stuck and whatnot. I guess a few tips that I have are to write down a list of people, figure out who needs weight loss, who needs energy, who needs extra money. Go out there and talk to those people, get product in their bodies, follow up, and get them on phone calls. It's called the success system, and it really works. My business was launched very quickly, I feel, because I did those things. I followed the steps and I did what I was told to do. I was very coachable. So if you're not being very coachable, knock it off and get coachable, and your business will start growing. I think another thing is to get your purpose in front of you. Get your purpose in front of you so you will start talking to people and get to advisor. Advisor is so big. That 40% discount is so nice, and it opens up all 5 ways AdvoCare pays, So if you have a hard time figuring out what your purpose is, don't focus on your purpose. Figure out a dollar amount that may work better. For me, it was $500. I knew that $500 was going to make a difference. I could start helping with groceries or paying bills or paying off a credit card. And, you can't be afraid to talk to people because this is a people business, So get out there and talk to people. Don't be afraid. So those are my tips. So good luck,
Hi
guys.
guys, Katie Watts here out in Virginia. I got started with my AdvoCare journey back in July of 2013. I was trying to lose some weight before my wedding. I signed up just to get the discount. Was not interested in doing this as a business at all. Told Kelly that I didn't know anyone who would do this with me. I was wrong. I was able to get to the advisor level before I finished my first challenge just by sharing my results with my friends and family. And then I kind of stopped. I don't recommend doing that. In October of 2013, Kelly and Abby called me and kind of asked me what I was doing. They painted a vision for me about what AdvoCare could do for our family. And then, I got to work. I saw what it could do. I started taking the opportunity seriously. I sat down and I made a list of people that I know who needed weight loss or weight management, who needed better energy, better health, better performance in the gym, and the people that I knew that were struggling financially. And I started reaching out to them. Some said no, and some said yes. Now, 2.5 years later, I can say that everyone on that list has tried AdvoCare, which is awesome to me. The people who were interested, I got on the phone with Kelly since she's out in Colorado. I think up to that point, I was kind of in the mindset that I was bothering her, asking her to do calls for me, and not really thinking that she wanted to do them. And we do, promise. I think I was just sitting back waiting for people to reach out to me, which was great. It worked for a little while, was earning about $500 a month, but eventually that runs out. So sit down and make your list. Think about the people that you know and think about the people that they know. Put your sponsor to work. Get on 3-way calls, 2-on-1 meetings, get to mixers, use us. Use the success system because it works. We know that it does. Getting out of your comfort zone, I think, is huge. Leah Fouch told me one time that we're only afraid of whatever we're doing until we actually start to do it, and it's so true. There's still times today where I get nervous if, I know that I could really help someone. They may not be receptive to it, but I pick up the phone, and as soon as I start talking with them, the fear goes right away. So, everything great happens outside of your comfort zone. So just release yourself from that and don't let fear control you. today because of Avocare, I'm able to do this full time. I know that when we start our family that I'll be able to stay home with them, which would have absolutely never happened, would have never even thought of that being a possibility before Avocare. So take what you have in your hands seriously. Get to work. We're here to help you. Have a great day.
We hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget, dream one size too big.